What's up, everyone? We're back for some more Gundam Evolution gameplay. We're going to be bringing you more of the competitive scrim matches leading up to the upcoming Crosshair Invitational League, which is the name of the league that I will be competing in, which should be starting pretty soon here. And depending on when this video goes live, we may actually be having our first official match the day that this goes live. So this probably will be, I don't actually know if we're going to still be throwing in scrims in between the matches or not, because I think we have a game every single week until the end of the league, so we may be seeing official matches after that. But this match is against the team which everyone has been referring to them as Skill Issue as the name, not because they're bad, but because I think that literally was their old team name, but I think they're called the Meowing Cats now, I think is the team name. And we've been playing against this team a lot. They're very good. They're definitely our most frequent scrim opponents. They are playing down one person. They have a sub, a robot. The Gundam player right now is a sub, who's also an incredibly good player, another competitive player, but maybe somewhat of a handicap in them just because they're not used to playing together on this particular way. But the other 5 are members of their team. And I guess I haven't talked about my team, what our team name is. We were originally thinking, we were workshopping a couple names. We were thinking something like Colony Crashers, which sounded pretty cool, but then when the announcement of the game service ending, we decided to go full on meme because there was another name that was suggested, which was Wizards of Oz. So yes, that is our team name, as goofy as it may sound. And we're starting off pretty strong here in this first map. We played against this team a few different times on UCC during our scrims, and a lot of the times our matches usually stall out at this first point. Usually both teams struggle to get this first bomb plant all the way done, but right now we're in a pretty strong position. They're running a little bit of a different team comp than I think they usually do. This new Gundam usually does not come out, but this footage did come after the latest patch, so there were those buffs to the G maneuver, which could be stronger in the demolition game mode, especially since we don't have like a barb or anything. We do have the Susan to get through the shield, but without being able to land the Tri-Punisher, Susan is going to have less damage, so it could still be pretty effective there. That is something new that we've been trying out. This is, I don't know, even after the sort of nerf, kind of a nerf and a buff at the same time from the latest balance adjustment, he does remain very strong, so I think a lot of teams are going to be trying him out. There was a bug that I think got patched in the latest little bug fix they did that was calling for some people to get him banned during the league itself, but I think that bug should be fixed now, so I'm guessing they're going to be allowed to play. But if not, our Susan player does have other suits they can play. But I'm going to pop my own Hades here to try and counter theirs, but I think I took a few blasts when I was coming in there, so unfortunately it ended up being mostly a waste. I did take him down before he took down me, but then Asasbi finished me off, and then got the repair right after that. So I'm waiting here a little bit. I wasn't sure if I'm going to get the waypoint back. I saw our Z2R was fighting on that, but Z2R versus Sazabi, he can shred him really fast, actually. I would actually say it's one of my favorite targets to focus down as Zaku range, just because he's such a big hitbox. So even at kind of medium range, where you've got that big spread, you can still do a lot to him. But when he's looking at you and he's got that shield out, it can be tough. So I think, unfortunately, he did go down, but he bought us some time to come up here and clean up after him, and we are able to get the waypoint back. So it's not too bad. If we hadn't been able to get it back quickly, that could have cost us a lot of time. I think we only lost a little bit to that, even if they were able to get the disarm. Now we're going to see if we want to push this upper path or not. New is holding here, and, you know, with his high HP, he's going to take a bit to take him down. Now I'm trying to be a little bit sneaky here. Sosby's focusing on someone else, so I'm able to finish him off and kind of make him waste that G maneuver. New Gundam pushes up on me, and before the funnels come out, I'm able to finish him off as well. And this is looking good. We do have the bomb plant down. Me and Ashmar up here on the top, but I decided to drop down just because Ashmar can get out of there, you know, with the flight pretty easily, but if the two of us get pushed, I would have to drop down, and I might get hunted down. So I decided to come down here, hold this back area. Very rarely will anyone come down that staircase I'm looking at right now, but I am hearing noises, so I'm double checking just in case. Usually people will just drop off the top, like we saw that Sasbi do. He went a little far and got a range. It looks like they have reclaimed the waypoint here, which could be bad. I think some of our team is still fighting to get it back. We clean up a couple of them on the drop down, so actually around the point we're still in a good spot. Here comes the new Gundam shield. That's going to be tough for Z2R. He does have his G maneuver, so he may have been considering it there. Looks like he did use it. Not sure if he got any hits. New is still alive until Sasbi. Able to clean up the Sasbi there, and New is really low as well. Finish that reload. Get him 2. And a couple shots on the Gundam. He's just away. Now there's 3 of them on the point. I'm going to see what I can do. I get a huge nade, but I'm so low. Thought about popping Hades here, but I figured with the time it took to activate, that may not be enough. And unfortunately, I just narrowly miss taking out the person on the disarm there. It may have been worth it to Hades because I also would have refreshed my nade cooldown, but I was thinking, you know, I'm at 12 HP. And they might just push me and it might just get completely wasted. And, you know, it might actually be faster to turn the corner and just try and shoot regularly. So, not sure if that was the right call or not, but I do still have my Hades up now. And we did get to 99.9% too, which is still very good. Obviously, we do want to confirm that second bomb destruction if we can, just because that will at least force the overtime if the enemy team also gets it. But we're hoping they won't even get that far, and that maybe even the 99.9% will work out. Because like I said, both teams have struggled a bit to push past the first set of bomb plants, even though we've got past it this time. So, but this round is not over yet. We do still have time. Once again, seeing if I can get a kill on the Sazabi on this ramp area and push for high ground. Exia comes in. That is a switch they had. Trying to fight over the waypoint, but me and Susan are kind of in position. Z2 are going to help us as well. But unfortunately, I think we got a little bit split. Some of our teams started to push forward. Sazabi does go down. We're all a little bit low. We're really hoping they're not going to retake the waypoint, but now we're kind of stabilizing. Doing a lot of damage on the Sazabi. Narrowly dodged that axe. That can be a huge difference. You know, in mid-range fights, I usually win against Sazabi, but if he lands that axe, my life will end very fast. But we're going to pop this Hades here. A lot of G-Mirrors coming out. Dom flies right past me. Managed to finish off the Pale and the Sazabi, and then this is not the best use of my G maneuver. It may have been better if I stayed up top, but I did fall down, so I decided to go for the plant. And this is a little bit scary though, because only me and Z2 are up right now, and they got about half their team. But he does come down, helps me finish off that Gundam before the G maneuver goes off. Dude hops down, we're able to finish him off. It's actually a really good position here. We're kind of pincer attacking. Z2R attacks from one side, I attack from the other, and now the reinforcements are coming in. Clean them up. Really good duo teamwork there. Sazabi goes down, diving into mines, but I think it's safe. Go ahead, get the revives. The time is out. We got 30 seconds left till the bomb explodes still, so we're going to have to defend for a bit here. Looks like they are getting a little bit divided, though. We're able to take out Gundam again. And I don't know if any of them are trying to fight for the waypoint, but at this point, I think if they took it, we probably wouldn't care. The time is getting pretty low, but here comes the new Gundam shield again, focusing on that Sazabi. And we'll probably go for new Gundam next. It does also go down, finishing off Dom, getting the Exia as well. And 5 seconds left, only 2 of them are up. This is looking pretty good for us. And with that, we do get the second bomb. So we used up all of our time, which can be a little bit scary, but this is a difficult map to push on, so we'll have to see how well we can hold on the defense. All right, starting on the defense here. Now, I said that this team and us combined have had trouble pushing those first 2 set of bomb points, but I do believe Skill Issue has been very effective at getting the waypoint very fast, which I can't necessarily say for us. So far, they've done a good job pushing this. We'll have to see how they perform here. Sazabi gets on it right away. I do try and shut down that shield. They do already have the waypoint here. No one's dead, though, so it doesn't actually matter too much from their team, but we're starting to bleed out. 4 of us are left. And in a little bit of an awkward spot here, but we are calling for the retreat back to the points. Trying to live here, but I take a lot of damage across around that corner. And I do get poked out by the gun tank at the end there. So that's actually pretty bad for me. It may have actually been better if I died right away, but I was thinking there was a chance I could get back and get, you know, on our side of the choke here to be able to defend. But I am going to be late to the fight, and they do get that A-point plant, which is usually the harder one to get the bomb plant on, but also the harder one to disarm after that. So we're going to have to see what we can do. And now we're pushing through the lower, but I think there's a few people upper, and this is actually where I think we had a bit of a team miscommunication. Some of the team wanted to push the upper and clear that out first. Other of us were getting good damage on the lower here. You can see that got Sazabi, and the Zaku's also pretty low, although he may have rage soon. So we're trying to push this lower area, and the rest of our team is getting, I think, kind of forced away from the high ground enemies, shooting at them as they come from the spawn. Got a bit of time, but people are going down pretty rapidly. And Sazabi sneaks up behind me and gets that axe kill, and that's almost a full team kill. And with 20 seconds left, once we spawn up, it may just be best to start retreating to see if we can defend that second waypoint. So yeah, I said both teams struggled with this, but this time, I guess not. Both teams actually pretty quick. First set of bomb points taken. And yeah, we're definitely going to have to give that up now. They've been a little bit slow on this, though. I don't want to die before we can get into a more defensive position. I take that melee Zaku slash. And they're pushing him pretty hard. I have to abandon my repair pod, which is not good. You can see I'm really low here. I'm back on the waypoint a little bit more at a defensive position. And we hear Hades go off, and here comes Spin to win. So yeah, they get farm some really fast G-Movers. I think I'm only around 75% of my Hades. So theirs was definitely putting out more damage on their offense there than I was able to. But using both of them there, I'm not sure if I agree with that. Those are two of their strongest G-Maneuvers, and they use both just to take the waypoint. They are going to be able to get a plant off it, but they're not going to have either of those strong options to be able to defend it. And we do pick up a kill on the Unicorn to start off, which is good, so they're not going to have that sustain for a bit. Trying to look for an opening here. I do decide to drop down on the Sazabi, grab this health pack. I'm shooting him in the back while my team is engaging him from the front. Take him out there. Also see if we can get this gun tank, force him to back up. I decided to pop Hades. May not have needed it, but I just want to guarantee we get this disarm. And the two come in, get the gun tank, and get the pale as well. Only 2 kills, but that's probably a good usage maneuver just to guarantee we get that. And it looks like during that time, someone on our team did take the waypoint, but they are going to get it back, so not too much of a delay there. Their pale and gun tank will be able to both respawn on that forward position. And trying to defend from the upper here, but those funnels from the Unicorn end up knocking me off. Actually, really unfortunate. Nearly get out with my life, but they're pushing in hard. Only got Susan here with me. Just trying to back up as they keep pushing in. We do take out the gun tank, but Gundam G-Maneuver from behind, along with Sazabi and the rest of their team, is going to clean me up. And unfortunately, Susan goes down as well, narrowly missing the kill on that Sazabi. He's going for the plant, even though he's got 10 HP. But I think the only person who may have been in position to stop that was Ashimar with the napalm, but he was in a fight with their Gundam. So once again, lower plant, starting off from holding the upper here. We'll see if we can get that disarm again. Sazi's really low here, though. Got kind of split off. Able to take him out. This could be good. Now, I didn't realize how many of them had backed up to the waypoint here. So I make a pretty big misplay here. I was trying to flank around. I thought more of them were on the bomb area itself. So I kind of just flanked in a horrible path where everyone coming from waypoint was able to see me, and I die while accomplishing very little. But we are still holding here pretty good. You can see triple kill from Sazabi. That's going to help a lot. We are going for the disarm. Picks up a 4th kill there. A very, very effective G maneuver. Able to get that disarm once more. Melee Saku alone up top, trying to get a quick arm there as well, and hope for his team can come in to reinforce, but I'm able to scare him back. And now we're going to try and fight over the waypoint. We got our Dom G maneuver going. Looks like Zaku Axe came out as well. We can have a couple already, just Melee Zaku. He does pop Rage, I believe, but all of us focusing down is able to finish that off. Now, I see the Pale here. I thought there was a chance maybe he'd go for an arm, but he's no Z2R. That would be difficult for him, so he smartly backs up. We are able to clean him up either way. And with that, we've wiped out most of their team, and we can kind of reestablish a nice defensive position here at the waypoint. And the clock is ticking down, you know, 1:40. There may be enough time for 2 more plants, but they have to get the waypoint really quick and kind of just win a full team fight. And then that would even be pretty much if we got an instant disarm. Otherwise, 1 plant is probably going to be all they have time for, if even that. Sazabi pushing in here a bit, able to kind of narrow him down into that little cubby there with the health pack, and he is down. The rest of my team is pushing up. I want to make sure this Melee Zaku doesn't come in on him. I don't think he has a G maneuver again yet, but he's low, and we are able to finish him off. And I think it's just gun tank left. They chase him down, and that is another team kill. And now they definitely only have time for 1 plant at most, and they're gonna have to make it fast. They're gonna have to push through this and pretty much get an instant plant and defend it all the way. But we are low on G maneuvers. Hades just coming up for me. So far they haven't been too effective, but that is gonna at least put a major threat that they have to focus down. I'm gonna kind of wait here and see when they push in. These are just getting some damage with my gun on them in that high ground spot there. But 2 of us are down. They're probably gonna start the push here. We do get the trade and get the Unicorn as well. Pick up a couple more there, and I decide to pop it. Go ahead and focus on his Gundam, but he lands a headshot on me right away. And then I turn around to focus some more targets, and they've got the spin to win coming out. And he's not able to take out our Sazabi. He probably could have killed him, but I think he decided he needs to push towards the bomb plants to make that happen. We're able to clean him up, though, and I think the only other person around was that Unicorn. I don't think anyone else slipped by. 6 seconds left. I think this is probably going to be the end of it. They don't really have anyone like a Z2R on their team to be able to go and plant. And that is the end. So strong showing from both teams. Able to take it to those second set of bomb plants, but in the end, we're able to defend a little bit better and secure the win. Now, to be fair to Skill Issue and the Meowing Cats here, this was our third and final match of this particular set of scrims, and they did win the first two. So the final score was 2-1 in their favor. So if it had been actual league play, they would have come out with the win in the end. But I did want to show this match over the other ones because it was definitely a lot closer and more interesting, in my opinion. They kind of stomped us in the other two. But we'll have to see how it goes when we meet them in the tournament itself. It will definitely be a close match based on our encounter so far, so definitely looking forward to that. If you guys want to see more, stay tuned here on YouTube, or also catch me live on Twitch for more Gundam Evolution. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.